Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Akashic Rose. I'm Sabrina. So tonight we're going to do a divine masculine check-in. Okay, and we're going to just call in the archangels. We're going to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Metatron. And we call in Archangel Shamuel and Rajuel. And all of the Akashic keepers of the Akashic records, and all of the divine beings of the highest healing order that would love to help support all of the divine souls who watch my videos and consider themselves on a twin flame journey. And I ask that only messages of love and healing come through to help us all find a deeper understanding and to move forward on our journey. Thank you, and so it is. Sat Nam. So I just invite you to take a deep breath and bring to mind your divine masculine. And I also just want to mention real quick that I am speaking of energies, not gender. When I say divine masculine and divine feminine, it is just the way that my mind naturally goes. And if I start thinking about what I'm saying, I'll get out of the energy that's meant to come through. So please swap it and know that I love each and every one of you for exactly who you are. Okay, so this is the Divine Counterparts in Separation deck by Made for Love. I'm just going to do some shuffling. So this doesn't mean that you guys are in separation. There could be some communication. You guys could be in union, but there may be some separation going on within the union. So just because the deck is named that, we'll see where the reading is going to go and which collective of the Divine Masculine that I'm reading. Hold on one second. Okay, so we just ask one card, please. Where's the Divine Masculine at in his daily life? Actually, guys, I'm sorry. I have the wrong deck. So this is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. Oh, that was quite quick. No, they're saying no. I need to shuffle it a little bit more. Okay, so we're asking where's the Divine Masculine at in his daily life? The Hangman, New Perspectives. And from this card, because in this deck, they're showing a heart, I'm getting that he's really starting to understand his own heart. And what I'm hearing is that that's not just in romance. I'm getting that he's understanding that within his friendships, within his life, within his hobbies, the things that he really loves, the things that are make him him. So he's really looking at getting he's really getting a new perspective on things, who he is and who he is in his heart. So if any of you divine feminites have been doing a lot of heart chakra work, I feel like this is reflecting that. He's mirroring that. And he's learning to open up his heart and look at things from a new perspective. And that does include his divine feminine. This is the Divine Masculine deck by Flames of Alchemy. We just ask. Let's get a card. What is the Divine Masculine getting a new perspective on? Contract. Okay, we're going to use the Island Time Wellness card, Love Oracle cards for some clarification. Okay, Oh, I didn't even have to ask. Oh, interesting. Look at this, guys. He's getting a new perspective. Rewrite your story. Rewrite your life story to how you would like it to be. Release, feel peace now, sleep subliminals. And look at how he's getting a new perspective. This is about rewriting his story. And so that's why I really wanted to clarify this, because I wasn't getting, we've gotten this card before. And this was different. This was legal contracts. This was possibly a marriage. This was work. But right now, what I'm picking up actually is soul contract, rewriting his story, and that it's more about the pen and paper than it is actually about a legal contract. Now, for some, if you do feel that it also has to do with that, then please honor that. Just because this is a general reading, and I'm picking up the most prominent energy. So the most prominent energies that I'm getting is that the divine masculine is looking at how he wants to rebuild his life. He wants to rewrite his story. He's getting a new perspective on all of the things that have happened in the past. And so that he can open up a new door. So this is the Divine Doors deck. And please excuse if I butcher this beautiful man's name, Andreas Ingracia. Okay. So this is the deck, Divine Doors. So the Divine Masculine's rewriting his story. He's getting a new perspective. What door does he want to open? Or no, I'm sorry. What door is he opening by gaining this new perspective? What door is the Divine Masculine walking through by gaining this new perspective? As he looks deeply into his past and realizes that he can move forward. How is he going to move forward? In which direction? Okay. Look how beautiful that card is. What a beautiful door. Oh, my whole back of my neck tingled, and you can see that there's two eyes and a third eye. And I feel like this is a crown. So I feel like this is almost like the high priestess. He's really getting to know himself. He's really understanding that he holds the key to his heart. Wow, that's beautiful. These are like sacred doors to walk through. I just heard from the guides himself. The directions that he is moving by all of this inner work that he's doing is himself. That's beautiful. Thank you, guides. Thank you. Now I'll read the back. We'll see. Three-eyed raven. A surprise hits upon the dew. A messenger raven caws out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. Oh, that's beautiful. So as he goes in and he's starting to get to know himself, the high priestess energy is within him, getting to know himself. And he doesn't know it, but he's preparing for the unexpected. He's in a really sacred place right now. What is this shit? This is the Twin Flame Shadows by Mystic Moon. What is the shadow side that he's working through in his daily life right now? What's underlying the new perspective? What is he growing through that he's letting go of so he can open up his heart? Okay, 3 cards fell out and I'm getting to take them all. Escapist. Pitiful. This card has come out before on this channel. Non-action. So the energy that he's getting, the shadow side that he's letting go of, that he was in and is now clearing, is escaping, probably considered a runner in the twin flame dynamic. And what I'm hearing is that he gets into a stalemate like energy. So I'm feeling an overwhelming feeling that the divine masculine starts to feel emotionally overwhelmed by the connection. And he gets in about life in general, but about his divine feminine. And it actually, okay, so that is true, but what I'm hearing right now is that this is a representation of that high priestess. Okay. And see how there's a butterfly here and a butterfly here for transformation. So what I'm hearing is that the divine masculine, one of the ways that he's learning to get a new perspective on, and he's learning to break through and write through this new and rewrite this new story, is that the divine masculine gets very overwhelmed by his emotions, and he doesn't know what to do. He feels very powerful. He feels things very powerfully, and within the twin flame and when his twin divine fems, I'm so sorry guys, I'm getting so many messages at once, and I'm just, hold on, let me let me organize them. Okay, sorry about that guys. Okay, so this is in his daily life. Okay, but what I'm hearing is that once the divine feminine came into his life, even his daily life started to feel overwhelming. So when he would get really emotional, because this connection shook him up, it's so intense that it wasn't just intense with her, it made the rest of his life feel intense, because all of a sudden everything that he thought he knew, he now is looking at differently, feeling things differently. Okay? So in the way that this divine masculine's shadow side operates is that he would feel all of that emotion, and he didn't know how to transform it. He didn't know how to channel that high priestess and go within and see things and know where to act and know which way to go. So he would get overwhelmed and fall into non-action. And then he would quickly feel very pitiful and chained. But do you notice how there's nothing here holding this man? In all of these I'm seeing here is like representation of all of the negative thoughts. And he's holding himself prisoner, but he doesn't realize that. And then the action that he would do would be the quickest and easiest way, which would be to escape. So he would run from the connection. He would run from all of the responsibilities in life. No, what I'm hearing is that this divine masculine actually, it can be very responsible in life, but what he runs from is his feelings around it all. And part of one of the ways he escapes is he throws himself into work. He could also he just escapes from his feelings. But this is the story that he's rewriting. This is what he's stepping into, is that high priestess energy. This is the part of him that got him to where he is now, that he's gaining a new perspective on. And I just heard the word respect, because I almost just said it, but I also just heard it again. He's learning to a new level what the word respect means, how to respect the feminine, how to respect himself, how to respect other people. What does the word respect really mean? To respect the environment, to respect other living things, to be in a place of respect and honor the divine feminine within him, the high priestess within him. Okay, this is the sacred, I think it's Sacred Traveler deck or Sacred Journey deck by Denise Lynn. I can never remember that name. So we're just going to get a card to clear it, to understanding a little bit deeper where so he's walking deeper into himself, and What is the high priestess within him going to find? Which way on his traveling is he going to go? Just ask. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. This is a beautiful card. I feel like this is the divine masculine. So everybody's going this way, but now that he's walking into the high priestess within him, that's high priest and priestess within him, he's recognizing that he doesn't have to follow the crowd. He doesn't have to follow the family expectations. He doesn't have to follow the way that he thought he was once going. This is almost like, this is reminding me like of the Fool in tarot. Like he's like, oh, look at over here. This is my truth. This is the direction that I want to go in. I don't have to just follow the crowd. He's learning to go within, so he's going within to discover his truth so that he can stand in his truth. And right now, I'm feeling like a lot of the divine masculines that I'm reading for are very quiet right now. They might not be reaching out as much. They may be going there. I feel like they're going within more to discover that truth. They're rewriting their story so that they can have infinite abundance. He's learning that the fear of if he goes in his own direction, that he's leaving the abundance that's over here. Because he's not realizing that these trees hold apples. There's a whole nother world over here full of apples. Instead of going here to the shop or to the market, to the village market. He's recognizing that his abundance is infinite no matter which direction he goes, even when he stands in his truth. The divine masculines are in a good place, guys. A lot of growth. All right, now we're going to check in and we're going to see where is the divine masculine in regards to this connection. This is now we're going to use the divine counterpart separation by Made for Love. Okay. Oh, guys, hold on. Okay. It just came out very quickly. I barely had to shuffle. So the divine masculine in regards to this connection is following his heart. I know that this is a soul connection. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So the reason why, like, I feel like it came out so fast, because that's how fast the divine masculine right now is realizing where he's at in this connection. He's following his heart, not just in this connection, but in all of his life, as we just saw. And that includes this connection. So do you see how this 4 and 5 goes to a 9? Okay, so this cycle, he's just about complete. And then this one here is a 29. It's an 11. Another twin flame number. So he's recognizing that this is a soul connection and that he just can't run from it anymore. It may be intense, but he's starting to sit in that truth. Okay, this is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. I'm going to pull a few cards. Where's the So please give us some clarification on what the Divine Masculine, where the Divine Masculine is at in regards to his twin flame connection with the Divine Feminine. Page of Wands, excitement and curiosity. I feel like this is right now is him realizing that. Look at all of that fire energy. He's just coming to that realization, just how deep this connection is. And I just heard, and that it's unbreakable. Whether he speaks to the Divine Feminine or not, he's realizing that the connection is unbreakable. And he has these fireworks going off within him around it. He's excited, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't see this sooner. Now that he's no longer in the escapist energy, when he's coming into a place of maturity and a new perspective around his heart, in all areas of his life, he's also able to do that, this Divine Feminine. That's beautiful. I'm going to use the Island Time Wellness. Please clarify the Page of Wands, excitement and curiosity. Oh. Dating. You either are or will likely be dating. Like each other, enjoy each other's company, seeing each other. So whether the Divine Masculine is, so he's in this page energy. He's not quite in the night energy yet. The night energy is that forward movement. So right now I feel like this is like exploding all inside, and he's dreaming about what it would be like to actually take her out again. What it would be like to hold her, to be a gentleman. What it would be like to be seen in public. Either again or for the first time, depending on where you are at in your journey. Wow, the dating with that is just absolutely perfect. Okay, so what door is the Divine Masculine opening at this time in regards to his Divine Feminine? Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. Change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads... The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. He's in that dream of how to change this. He's in that state of a messenger state. Like, how do I get this message to my Divine Feminine? How do I move into the night energy? And he's walking through the door of change to do that. I'm here to use this one, All Things Intuitive, Messages of Love, Oracle cards. This just fell out onto the floor. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. So, Divine Feminine, I invite you to take a moment and see the Divine Masculine in a new way. Could it be that you're limiting thoughts? That you're having thoughts that are more limiting than where he is actually at? And in a way that is holding back your connection. Can you change your perspective? Can you mirror him and change your perspective about the relationship and the way that things have gone in the past so that you can move forward in a new direction? Okay. So now I'm hearing to do some messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. Okay. This is the Mystic Moon. Twin Flame messages. Messages from the Divine Masculine. Your beauty still moves me. I'm not the same person that you remember. That's an important card, guys. Remember, we were just wondering, I would just ask you to reflect. Are you holding him into in the place of who he used to be? You inspire me. This is by Awakened Twin, the Divine Messages by the Divine Masculine. Or from the Divine Masculine. Sorry, guys, I'm just connecting over to the energy. It's feeling a little overwhelming right now. I'm healing past life trauma. I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. I'm sorry I hurt you. Okay. All right, this is the by Awakened Twin, the Divine Feminine. So I'm just going to get a message about his higher self, that High Priestess. I am an embodiment of love. That's so beautiful with where he is in his daily life, is that he's getting a new perspective on his heart. How beautiful is that? This is the All Things Intuitive Messages of Love Oracle cards. All right, guys, so my video stopped and I just started it up again, but I saw that it was happening, so we didn't lose anything. This is the All Things Intuitive. Put away the computer. Working less and having more fun will strengthen your relationship. So there's some of that escapist energy. Okay, so he's learning to put away his computer. I'm just going to get a message real quick. I'm just going to tune into the Divine Masculine to get a message for the Divine Feminine Collective. I'm so grateful for all of the patience that you have given me. I am so sorry that I hurt you with my escapist ways. At the time, I didn't know any better, but I'm getting a new perspective. I'm starting to look at my heart. It hurts. It makes me uncomfortable and it can distract me. I know my communication isn't great, but I'm putting away my computer right now, my electronic devices, so that I can be more present with me. It's not personal. I'm healing past life trauma. I'm not the same person that I once was. Your body, oh, did you hear that, guys? Your body still moves him, and so does your beauty. Your body is beautiful, but so aren't you. The way that you've loved me, the way that you've been the mirror to love, so that I've learned to open up my heart and to really start to see myself clearer, because you saw me clearer than I saw myself. You're inspiring me to know that I am an embodiment of love. And I'm working through a lot of past life trauma so that I can get to you. I'm hearing the song by, I'm stepping out of the message for a moment. I'm hearing the song by Celine Dion, I Drove All Night to Get to You. And that's reminding me of that page energy. He's dreaming of things like that. He's feeling that. It's stirring inside of him. Okay? He's sorry he hurt you. You're inspiring him. Your love inspired him. And so, Divine Feminine, allow his open heart to be the mirror to inspire you, for you to remember that you are an embodiment of love as well. And where does this connection need more love? More unconditional love. Now, unconditional love doesn't mean you stand there and take abuse, but it is a beautiful way to mirror into ourselves. If we're feeling hurt, where can we find forgiveness? Where do we need to let go of a lot of the pain? Doesn't mean we welcome people back in if they're not acting right or respecting us. Because if he hasn't fully come into that cycle of respect that he's learning, he still might try some old ways. But just know that he's seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities just like you are. Divine Feminine. I'm going to pull a compassion card by Alana Fairchild. Okay, so we're just going to ask the Divine Masculine, the angels, to please guide the Divine Feminine. Which direction of compassion would be great for her to go in her connection? Okay, this card just fell out. Okay. Here we go. It's by Alana Fairchild. An old pattern is finally ending. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. How perfect is that? So this is the compassion that Kuan Yin is inviting us to bring into our twin flame connection. I'll bring it up close so that if you wanted to, you can screenshot it. I hope that it's becoming clear. I'm going to read it one more time. An old pattern is finally ending. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. Wow, that's absolutely everything that we were talking about. Bring compassion in for your connection so that it can move to a new cycle, a new level of love, because the connection itself is also an embodiment of love. All right, so now we're going to do some Scrabble cards for some fun, to bring in some initials. So if you're resonating with this reading, see if any letters pop up. Any initials. It could be street address, it could be middle names, last names, your initials together. H and R. I'm hearing one more. Sorry guys, that one wanted to come out. Okay, so just take a moment with the letters and you can move them around. Sam, Matt, could be any of these initials, so just take a moment. Could be TM, MT, there's V, L, D, and J here as well. All right, well, thank you very much. My recording is running out again, so I'm just going to say goodnight. I wish you well, and I hope this reading resonated.